Hello, everybody. Welcome to the new episode of the Fake Daily News, where we are going to following international situation in the world that keeps intensifying. And this time, we're going to kind of make a peek into one live show.
Conflict, right?
With Mark Miley, who, by the way, early adopter of white fragility when the book came out.
Are you shitting me?
No, he said, I want to get to the bottom of white rage.
Oh, that's that guy. He said that.
That's the one.
I saw that video. Anyway,
Yeah. I
so
wonder what it could be.
so here is retired General Mark Miley. He says that the U.S. has committed so many war crimes over the years and has no right to criticize Israel's. So you think I'm kidding? Let's watch.
Before we all get self-righteous about what Israel's doing, and I feel horrible for the innocent people in Gaza that are dying. Well, we shouldn't forget that we, the United States, killed a lot of innocent people in Mosul and Raqqa. That we, the United States, killed 12,000.
So when he says, I feel horrible about what's happening to civilians in Gaza, he means, I'm going to get over it, obviously. I've gotten over way worse shit than this, okay? Okay, let's forget how many civilians we killed in other wars, like 90%, and we didn't even win those fucking wars, okay? Okay, so here, all right, let's back up. Okay, let's back up.
Before we all get self-righteous about what Israel's doing, and I feel horrible for the innocent people in Gaza that are dying.
Sure he
Well, we
does.
shouldn't forget that we, the United States, killed a lot of innocent people
We
in
didn't.
Mosul and Raqqa. That we, the United States, killed 12,000 innocent French civilians. And here we are on the 80th anniversary of Normandy, on the prep fires for Normandy. We destroyed 69 Japanese cities, not including Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
It's like he's like, the good old days, huh? Where's that? All right, here we go. He keeps going.
Slaughtered people in massive numbers, innocent people who had nothing to do with their government, men, women, and children. War is a terrible thing.
Is it me, or do you think he's getting an erection as he does that? It's
the worst.
It's like he's so in a nutshell, if you're going to slaughter, okay, let's go. There's more. He's got more to say. Let's do it.
But if it's going to have meaning, if it's going to have any sense of morality, it has to be a political purpose, and it must be achieved rapidly with the least cost, and that you do by speed. And what are the
So what?
That's a Hitler quote.
That's pretty. So if you're going to slaughter innocent people, you got to do it rapidly as possible because it starts to leave a bad taste in people's mouths.
Like a blitz, if you will.
When he was reciting all those stats, didn't it sound like he was giving an induction to the speech of Hall of Fame of fucking war criminals? Didn't it? It's like there were some generals up in heaven going, "Please, you're embarrassing me. Thank you." Please. He may be retired, but he's still got it. Am I right? Come on. You can take the military, you can take the general out of the military industrial complex, but you can't take the war machine out of the fucking general.
Joe Biden wants to take Palestinians and bring them here, and they should all go live in the bags under his eyes. Look at those things.
So here we go. There's more.
Things I personally very frustrating. The peace.
So this guy here is the CEO of Palantir. Now, if you don't know what Palantir is, it's a CIA cutout intelligence organization.
From Peter Thiel, which don't say his name in vain, by the way. That guy is scary as shit.
I think he funds Rumble, which is the irony of this, what's happening right here. So he's funding this, and here we are. Anyway, but I'm not going to stop. But here we go. If I have to go to fucking Twitter, I'll go to fucking Twitter.
It's almost like free press.
Here we go. So I'll be backing up. Here we go.
Things I personally very frustrating. The peace activists are actually the pro-war activists, and we're the peace activists. So you don't want.
Did you hear what he said? The peace activists are actually the war activists. And
1984. Yeah, this is 1984.
Do you know why that guy wrote that? Because he hung out with the people that planned this. That's where he got the idea from.
I would love to see this guy's logic on mushrooms. That's what I'm. So let me back it up so we get the whole.
are actually the pro-war activists, and we're the peace activists. So you don't want war. You better be strong. You have to scare your adversary. You have to be willing to.
Why do you say the peace activists are war activists?
Because if you're the useful idiot of Iran and China begging, literally there are people on college campuses saying, be doing a pro North Korea mantra. If you think that creates peace, you are literally, why would Hamas ever give up? They have you marching for them. They're never going to give up. You are an infection inside of our society, and they are the reason they're not going to give up. If you want to stop these people, you have to be willing to be fierce.
They're up.
So if you're against genocide and the bombing of innocent people, you're like North Korea.
Wait, what? How is it?
That's what he's saying.
Did I support Hamas more than the president of Israel with money for
No.
20 fucking years?
100%.
I
They
don't.
paid Hamas millions of dollars,
That's
but
your
some
point
tweets.
So Kurt's point is that I don't support Hamas. You know how I know I don't support Hamas? Because I never gave them money. You know who did give them money? Israel. And Benjamin Netanyahu gave them suitcases full of money, which is a front page story in the New York fucking Times. And why do you think they did that? They gave fucking money to a terrorist organization so they could discredit the secular, non-religious, non-terrorist organization, the PLO, so that they can say, look, we don't have anybody to negotiate with, so they can always use their attack of October 7th so they can go in and take the fucking land like they're doing right now. That's exactly what's happening. And if you don't see it, you're propagandized. That's what's happening.
We have to scare China and then be like, oh, I hope you're scared, China. Now make these viruses for us.
Yeah, and then you know, it's like this really isn't about hostages, because if it was really about hostages, why would you be selling off the land already?
People in the United States could afford taking there's a saying for that, taking a moral high ground and kind of judge on other people, because our ass is not on the line, and we could say, oh, look how he fight in comparison to look how he fight. And oh, this one is beating up the shit out of the other guy. Oh, that starts getting kind of gory. So let's kind of help the other guy a little bit, but to kind of stop the gory situation. But then the other guy might turn it around and start beating the first one. You think Israelis would be okay if the other side is not suffering basically Israelis might right now? No. What will happen to them? We have seen at the beginning of this, and we could only be thankful for being in position of an asshole judging on other people's, being in a trouble. That's all about